Aktivis pro-Donbass berkumpul di luar Kedutaan Besar Ukraina di London pada hari Sabtu untuk memperingati ulang tahun ke-12 tragedi kebakaran Gedung Serikat Buruh Odessa, dan berhadapan dengan aksi tandingan pro-Ukraina. Rekaman menunjukkan dua kelompok dalam acara Remember Odessa melambaikan bendera dan meneriakkan slogan.
As is widely known, even the European Court of Human Rights has acknowledged that the police failed to control the situation. No one talks about that in the media, of course. Everyone else, it didn't. Just the event was invisible; it didn't happen. However, at least 40 people died. They set fire to the House of Trade Unions. People trying to escape were actually killed.
How about this one? Is that the same wording?
We're here to commemorate the Odessa fire massacre that occurred in Odessa in 2014 by pro-Maidan protesters trapping pro-Donbass demonstrators. Most of them were killed in the fire. They were burnt alive. The survivors were then beaten and put in jail.
Can any of you tell me what side the Ukraine flag is?
It's ignored. I remember when the special military operation happened, people had really very little idea, other than the fact that there was a coup in Ukraine in 2014. People have very little idea of what happened in the 8 years prior to this launch of the special military operation. The lack of remembrance is deliberate, and it's deliberate because it's politically useful to totally ignore the fact that Ukraine has killed over 14,000, UN estimates, 14,000 people in its war against the peoples of the Donbass. The peoples of the Donbass had every right to be very terrified at the Maidan coup, which was explicitly hostile to the population in the east of Ukraine, in the Donbass and Crimea. And forgetting all that is convenient in supporting NATO's war against Russia.
There were a number of people in Odessa who were very concerned about the effective coup that took place and didn't want to go in the direction, politically speaking, for the country that the new regime wanted to take Ukraine. And they were basically letting their feelings be known, as we are doing here today. They were attacked by the far-right supporters of the coup. They sought refuge in the trade union building. The trade union building was set on fire. When people tried to escape from the building, they were shot at. Some of them were beaten to death. And all these people lost their lives. It's an absolute scandal, a disgrace, and it shames Britain, frankly, that we aren't actually doing more to actually highlight that.
You fucking support killers, man.
All your armies out of your country.
Well, I mean, of course, there's been a collective loss of memory in relation to Ukraine. I mean, back in the day, as I was saying in my few remarks, the British media in this country regularly reported on the influence of the far right, of the neo-Nazis in Ukraine. And after the special military operation started, because of this Russophobic attitude of the media, of the establishment, of the political class in this country, that's been completely forgotten about. We never hear anything about that anymore. I mean, the reality is we should be at peace with Russia and trading with them, and indeed all countries around the world. I mean, that would be in the interests of ordinary people. I don't think that's what most people want.
Which Odessa massacre? Well, so far I haven't heard a word about Odessa massacre from them except for the placard that they have here, and I don't think they care about Odessa massacre. Right? They don't care about Ukraine. They're here to raise their political profile for PR.
Train those projection skills, those voice projection skills.
whatever these guys are peddling here is not the truth. It's actually, they don't know about the truth. Most of them have never been to Ukraine. Most of them never been to Russia. Like, there are very few Russian speakers in there. Right? So they have no idea what happened.
Hold on, why are you zigging on us? Why are you zigging? The Palestinian badge is still walking about, still not sure what to do here.
Russia is a terrorist state. Russia is a terrorist.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.